My first year as a beekeeper, Season 1. It's the 10th of June 2022 and this is our 7th inspection. Today is going to be an interesting inspection. As you may have seen already, this is going to be my first inspection without gloves. Let me know in the comments if you think I will make it through without being stung. We'll get started by giving them a few puffs of smoke. I'm definitely going to be making the most of the smoker today to try and avoid upsetting the bees and getting stung. Starting off with the first frame of the honey super, still not much going on this frame. We're popping this by the side of the hive so we can create more room inside the box, so that removing each frame is easier and has less chance of squishing the bees. As I progress through each of the frames in the honey super, I'm expecting that we won't have a huge amount of honey. This is because they'll be working on the brood box below. Seeing all of this honey really makes me want to use my hive tool and take a big chunk of it home with me. As we get ready to move down to the brood box below, it's easy to feel that this box is definitely getting more full of honey, as it is rather heavy. This first frame in the brood box is looking pretty empty. I'm hoping that they've at least made some progress on the other frames. These next couple of frames look like they've pretty much finished drawing the honeycomb out, and that it should be ready for the queen to make her way up here and start laying eggs. Fingers crossed next week that this box will be full of eggs. If you want to find out how they get on, please consider liking the video and hitting the subscribe button, it really helps. Enough of the second brood box, let's head down into the main brood chamber. We're going to skip over the first few frames. This frame here is looking quite empty, which should give the queen a bit of space to lay. This next frame still has some brood in it, but a lot of free space. On the side of the frame, I see there's a queen cup. After showing the camera, I'm going to put this to one side and take care of it. On this second camera, you can see me take my hive tool and use it to break the queen cups. I do this by taking the corner of the hive tool and just running it along the edge of the queen cup. This next frame has quite a bit of brood on, but we still have some more queen cups along the side. These queen cups don't necessarily mean that the hive is looking to swarm, but they're there just in case they are needed in a hurry. As you've seen, the queen has plenty of space to lay, so they shouldn't be planning to swarm anytime soon. You can see that I'm quite apprehensive about touching this next frame as it's covered in bees. Rather than getting all scared here, the smart thing to do would have just been to use the smoker. This is another frame that has quite a lot of brood on, practically all of which are now capped. Our Queen Bertha has clearly been very busy here. Looking at this next clip, you can see the moment I remembered that I had the smoker and said, "Screw it, time for some smoke." Well done, Chris, big brain move. Oh yeah, and don't forget about the hive tool. Time to check in on the frame of doom. Yep, back to the usual shed load of queen cups. As you can see, I'm taking the tip of the hive tool to each of these queen cups. Each of these are empty, so there's no sign of swarming. Removing them doesn't prevent swarming, as they can knock them back up very quickly. It just makes it easier to spot the new ones as they are remade. Each week these bees will recreate them. This next frame has our Queen Bertha. Let's say hello before putting her in the Queen Club. You can see today she's having none of it. It's probably because you lot are watching and it's making her run around like a crazy person. Takes a good few attempts before I finally catch her. I have absolutely no idea what that hand movement was about, but I think the bees are getting a bit touchy, so I'm going to crack out the smoker again. Here is a nice frame, some capped brood in the centre and large larvae around the edges. Let me get a close-up of this for you. This final frame here looks like it's full of nectar. No wonder we don't have any honey in our honey super. They've all just been filling out this frame. Okay, that's it for this inspection. Not a huge amount happened today, but I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. If you want to find out if I'm brave enough to continue this trend of gloveless beekeeping, make sure to like and subscribe to be notified when the new episode goes live.